Hello everyone, Mary Alice here with Change Your Aim, Change Your Life. And this is video number 6 of the series of changing our negative and downward spiraling thoughts and feelings into more positive and productive ones. And this is the camera of lights, camera, action. So we started, again, I'm going to recap with awareness, being aware of our issues that we have from our childhood, dealing with childhood abuse issues, and then acknowledging what those are without judgment, just acknowledging what they might be, and wanting to change those things, make them, alleviate them, get rid of them, change them, whatever the case may be, and then allowing. We want to allow for new information. We want to open our minds and allow for help and allow for new ways of responding to life and people and situations and thinking and feeling, and then the action. And this is this series, action. So we did lights, camera, action, and last video was on lighting. And I equated it with the lighting of a movie set and how very important lighting is for a movie production. And even just pictures in general. You know, if you're just taking a picture, lighting is very, very important. And the subtlety of the lighting, of the shadowing, of the brightness or the dimness of it, it's all very important. And I equated it to our light, our essence, and how we come across. You know, if we walk into a room, what do people feel and sense from us? You know, what's the light that we bring to the world, to our relationships, to other people, to our workplace. So that's what that was about, lighting. And now I'm going to talk about camera. And the parts of the camera is that we're the camera, so to speak. And I am not at home, in case you didn't notice. I'm house sitting for my daughter and dog sitting, so I'm in their living room, and I don't have my props. When I did this a few days ago, and the videos did not turn out, the sync was wrong with the sound. I had props, I had a camera and a lens and all that, so I don't have that with me right now. So we're just gonna have to pretend, right? But I shared about cameras. We are the camera. You know, the camera, you take it out of the box and it's pre-programmed and has things in it that we want and a menu that we click on, and you can adjust it manually, or you can set it to be automatic, whatever. It's awesome. So we kind of come into this world that way, and we have things that are just automatic for us, and we automatically breathe, and our heart beats automatically, and we blink automatically, and our organs and our bodies function automatically, and we have a survival mode technique automatically of just crying when we're hungry, and we yawn when we're tired, and we wiggle, babies wiggle and move their muscles to get their muscles stronger, and getting ready to be, you know, to coordinate in order to reach and to walk, you know. So all those things are there. So we come equipped that way, kind of like a camera. Now, as you know from my previous videos, and you can go back and watch those about programming and about our minds, and about how we are affected as children, whether abuse takes place or not, but just what goes into our subconscious up to the age of 7 years old. And we're programmed in a way. So with that programming, you know, I'm going to go back to the camera part, say about the lens. I'm going to talk about the lens, the focus, and the filter. And we have a lens in which we see the world. It's programmed a certain way. So for some, you know, it just might be just like this, and all you see is, it's very narrow-minded. It's very narrow lens, and you just see only a certain amount of space, of picturing, of lighting. And we have this lens, again, of which we see the world. And how do we see it? Well, what do we focus on? So we focus on however we're programmed to look at the world. So however you were programmed, and the coping mechanisms that you developed in life, you will only pick up on the world the things of which you are programmed to pick up on. So you might miss a lot of wonderful potential and opportunities in your life because all you're focused on is what you think is reality and what you think is real. And it could be all negative. You know, some people I know they just can't get enough of what's wrong with the world, or criticizing somebody else, or gossiping, or you know, something's going wrong somewhere and their health is wrong. I mean, everything in their life is focused on the negative. And anything that we focus on and how we see the world, how we see other people, it's not about that. It's about what's inside. It's how you're programmed to see. So, you know, maybe some people, they want to have a bigger picture. They want to see more panoramic view, because the important part of life is to see the big picture, isn't it? It's for us to see the bigger picture and where we fit in and how life flows and the beauty of it all. And if our lens is very focused on just certain little aspects of life, we're going to miss a whole lot, aren't we? So think about what you focus on and how you feel when you focus on those things. What is it you're feeling? And did you know that so much of that is a habit? It's just habitualized in the brain and in your body. It's like a habit. You know, some people don't even know how to think positively or better about life, or even think for themselves that they could feel good and have a great life and fulfill their dreams and go after their goals and do what they want to do. They automatically will go to the focus and the filter of, well, I can't do that. I don't have enough money. Well, that's not good enough. Or I'm not good enough. Or I'm not smart enough. Or whatever. So we want to change the lens, the filter, and the focus, don't we, when things are like that? And that's part of the brain that can change. We already know our brain is plastic. We already know that we can change those old ways of thinking and feeling. That's a given now. I mean, in science, we know the brain, neuroplasticity, we can reprogram how we think and how we feel, period. And that's great. Barring any brain injuries or dysfunction or anything like that, that's very serious, that can't change, obviously. But for the most of us, we can change. And that's what's so great. And that's why I do what I do, because I want you to know that and to be aware of that. So changing our lens, our filter, and our focus in life is so important, because I really want you to think about how you look at life, what you believe about life. Who told you to believe a certain way? Who told you to believe a certain way about yourself? Who told you how to think about God, or how to think about life, or how to think about if you can or can't do something, or if you're talented or not talented, or who told you those things? You know, a lot of times we might not actually have a name or remember, but it's in us. It was programmed into us somehow, through events, through people's opinions of us that we took on. So let's change that up. Let's get a better perspective. Let's get a better lens and a better focus, and change that negative filter that you might carry in you about yourself. Okay? So here's something I'd like you to think about. Let's say, symbolically, someone's going to take the camera in you, the camera that has your lens, your filter, your focus right now, this second, and they took a picture of you. What would that snapshot look like? What would that look like? What would you be doing? What would you be thinking? What would you be feeling at this very moment? Now, let's say a year from now, someone takes a picture of you with that same camera. Would the lens be different? Would the focus and filter be different? And what would that picture look like? Would you have a big smile on your face? Did you accomplish what you wanted to do in a year? And that could be anything. It's different for everybody. Did you lose that weight? Did you go to the gym? Did you take that course you wanted to take? Did you graduate? Did you learn to take, did you take a painting course? I mean, whatever it might be, did you do it? And in a year from now, what does that picture look like of you? Doesn't mean there won't be struggles, doesn't mean there won't be little hurdles or minute fears to get over, because fears aren't real. Danger is real, fear is not real. It's just what we tell, again, it's how we're programmed to think and feel. But you are amazing, and you can do what you're here on this planet to do and to be who you're really meant to be. So we're going to take off that crap off your aim, so to speak. This is what we're doing to change that filter and the lens and the focus so that you can shine and let that light come out of you, okay? So thank you for listening. I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, contact me, maryalice.changeyouraim@gmail.com. Check out any other of the videos that you might have missed. You can go to changeyouraim.changeyourlife.com. And on the menu bar at the top, you'll see Make Life Work for You. It's a blog vlog. You click that. And then the stream of videos will come up. You can just scroll through and you'll see all the different videos that I've done over time, and even some blogs that I've written. So if you need to catch up on all this. So thanks for listening. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for your emails. And I wish you the best. And let's get that focus and that lens and that filter perfect for you and your camera and your setup, so to speak, in life. Okay, take care. God bless.